So, all of us know that modern architecture increasingly depends on very large glass surfaces, open spaces, and the natural daylight. So, excessive sunlight can create problems though. And I am going to introduce a technology that allows windows to dynamically control sunlight while still keeping the visibility and the comfort. To begin with, everyone loves sunlight. All of you do, and that's for sure. Sunlight has always played an important role in the human comfort, also in architecture, also in the human emotional being. So, natural light can create spaces brighter and it can improve mood, it can enhance productivity in work, and it actually makes environments feel healthier and more welcoming. Because of all of this, modern buildings increasingly use large glass windows and open architectural designs to maximize natural lighting and actually the outside visibility. So people nowadays are willing to pay significantly higher prices for homes that have panoramic views, large windows, natural daylight, and actually visually open spaces. So because customers associate sunlight and outdoors visibility with the modern type of living and higher quality of life, that's what people and architects focus on nowadays. But people buy apartments with sea view, open offices, and floor ceiling windows, but they close all of that with curtains. Then what's actually the point of buying anything like that? And they close the curtains just because there is too much sun, and too much sun can create a lot of problems. So there can be serious problems with modern architecture, offices, homes, transportation systems, commercial buildings. Overheating can be a major problem, and also waste and high air conditioning bills. So glare on glass, eye discomfort, and actually that might cause loss in the productivity in working. Next, it's important to mention that GCC, electrical energy consumption, is like very highly associated with the air conditioning. So why is that? That's because air conditioning units in Gulf homes, they run for at least 250 days in a year, which is quite a lot. And offices and malls, they use it the whole 365. So the AC power consumption in the Middle East have increased between 1990 and 2016 by like around fivefold. So according to the World Bank, the residential building sector just on itself, it accounts for about 50% of all delivered energy consumptions in the GCC countries, which is actually the double of the global average of 25%. And actually the 2/3 of all of that energy goes to the air conditioning. So, and at peak summer periods, air conditioning demand in houses and offices, in corporations, it's even higher. The GCC's entire electricity infrastructure, it's designed around this. So energy demand for air conditioning is around 70% of the region's energy usage and electricity usage itself. So, and it's expected to triple by 2030, which is not as far from now. So, current solutions, they are not good enough at all. They are working, they are existing, but they are not as good. So, there are traditional smart glass systems, which are electrochromic smart glass systems. They were developed to solve the issue by allowing windows to electronically change their tint levels. But that cannot be really controlled progressively, and you cannot control every single percentage in that. So those systems, they can reduce glare, they can reduce sunlight, and they can, with time, improve comfort. But traditional smart glass systems are extremely expensive, and they're really difficult to manufacture. Existing smart glass production, those kind of plants may cost around $200 million to build, just only one of them. And they require highly sophisticated centralized production systems, which is also really complex and expensive to make. There are several problems going with that. Just because of higher prices, and there is also common expensive transportation, the logistics become actually complicated, and the access around the world is limited. Majority of the current existing smart glass systems, they need special factories, they have expensive production methods, and long distances to transport. So the cost which can be for creating a smart glass system for an entire building, even if it's an office or just a large apartment house, it may be from $500,000 to around several $1,000,000. And you also have to consider the installation process, which might be delayed for several years, or it might take several years. So because of this kind of limitations, the current smart glasses remain inaccessible for most ordinary consumers. The current models, they can be blurry, so the color might not be black. So how does it relate? Blue and green colors are not the colors that consumers want. They want proper black, and blurriness is something that comes with really high percentage of dimming. When the glass is too dark, you cannot really see through it, and that's where technology comes in. The iGlass technology that I am introducing will allow people to see through even very, very dark glass. So, and also in this case, there is a problem with older buildings because most of the existing smart glass systems, they are designed mainly for the new commercial buildings. They are mainly designed for inbuilt systems which will be made in the new buildings. And there is no opportunities for the smart glass systems to be installed in older buildings because they are not adjustable. So as a result, the older homes, the apartments, and other existing buildings, they cannot realistically use the traditional smart glass technology. Despite its affordability, they cannot even just install it. So, there is a challenge which faces modern architecture, which no longer actually is simply about creating bigger windows or more attractive buildings. So now the challenge is the comfort, energy efficiency, and visual openness. So people don't want to actually choose between natural sunlight and the indoor comfort. What they want is both. They want both simultaneously. And the main market need is that modern consumers, they demand for smart homes, they want automated systems, they want lower energy costs in this case, they also want sustainable living, and actually relatable thing is minimalist interior design. So, however, current sunlight systems, they actually force people to compromise. Either you close curtains or you have to tolerate the excessive heat which is coming from outside. So, and this is where innovation comes in our case. So, iGlass, the product which I am introducing, is a completely different approach. So instead of just blocking sunlight, it actually controls sunlight dynamically, which uses organic electrochromic film technology. Notice, it's not glass, it's film. And this is the result. So reduced heat, there is no much glares, the visibility is preserved, the energy usage is efficient, the room doesn't overheat, so you don't have to use the AC much. And modern smart home functionality. And this is all while you keep the beauty of the apartment. So, as I mentioned, it's an electrochromic film. So it's designed to electronically control the amount of sunlight and the heat which enters through windows and the glass surfaces. Unlike the other traditional window systems that rely on curtains, there's blinds, permanent tint. This system allows windows to dynamically change their transparency using a small electrical current which passes through them. So it's kind of an electrical impulse. Users in this case can actively control how much light, glare, and solar heat enters a space where they are at, while they still preserve the visibility and the natural daylight. So there's this special electrochromic layer which is integrated into the flexible film. The film is flexible, and when the electricity passes through the material, it changes tint levels, which actually allows the window to become darker or lighter depending on the user's preference. And even if you make the glass as dark as 99.99%, you will still be able to see through it. The transparency level is so highly operated, the technology is so advanced that you will be able to actually see through any darkness. So, let me explain you the process of how the technology actually works. So, I'm not an expert, but I will try my best. I've read several articles on how to do that, and yeah, I think I got it. So, in this case, the electrochromic film that reacts to a small electrical current is working. So, when electricity passes through the electrochromic layer of the film, the molecular structure inside the film changes, which causes the window to either darken or lighten depending on what you put on the device. So next comes the dynamic light control. So unlike traditional window tint, the technology in this case does not remain permanently dark. Users can dynamically control the transparency of the glass in real time. This actually allows buildings to adjust sunlight conditions through the day, and usually it's based on temperature, glare levels, sunlight intensity, and in my case I'm adding personal comfort. So continuing the smart comfort, your smart comfort management. So this system helps to reduce overheating, excessive brightness, and glare while still preserving natural daylight and the outdoor visibility. It also maintains the modern appearance of the open glass architecture, so nothing is really changing. Smart system integration in this case can be used via smartphones, smart home systems, office automation, and digital control systems. So there are several ways of how you can control it, and you can connect the window to climate control systems as well. Or you will be able to control transparency remotely. So adding on to that, the technology in this case, even at 99.99% darkness, you are still going to be able to see through the glass. So even though it can reach up to that blocking, you are still able to. One of the most important innovations behind this is that decentralized production is modeled in this case. So traditional smart glass manufacturing actually requires massive centralized factories, which actually costs hundreds of millions of dollars. So in contrast, this technology, so my iGlass technology, can be integrated into glass using processes similar to standard laminated glass production. So this actually allows to reduce the manufacturing costs, easier transportation, faster scalability, and also local production partnerships is also available in this case. So, describing the features in my product. So, first of all, comfort. The iGlass film dynamically actually reduces glare from more comfortable indoor. So, it also minimizes the heat buildup by controlling the incoming solar energy, and also maintains clear outdoor visibility and actually the natural daylight balance. So for technology, it allows mobile or automated smart home control of tint levels and integrates with the modern smart systems, so for seamless operation. And as well, it actually provides fast and responsive switching between light and dark state. So design, it's very simple. Modern glass appearance without visual clutter. So it's technically, there is nothing complex. It's just a film which can brighten and darken. It eliminates the need for the curtains. So you will not need to spend money on curtains once you're buying a new apartment if you're already installing the iGlass film. And also flexibility. It's flexible, so it can be used on several surfaces. Cars can be used on glasses, so it's made for curved surfaces and flat surfaces. Next will be the advantages. So the lower price is the main advantage. So about $40 to $50 is needed to buy a square foot of my iGlass product. But for several alternatives of iGlass which were made previously, your cost might start with $65 to $90 on just a starter price and then can increase. So the switching time of iGlass is faster than any other alternative because it can be under 3 minutes. And for the other alternatives, it can be up to 20-30 minutes, which is quite a large chunk of time. So as mentioned, it works on both flat and curved surfaces, and it actually broadens the cases in this case. So there is also multiple colors, which I've invented to come to it, and the transmission range can be from 0.1 to 90%. So manufacturing model in this case is decentralized and low capex. And actually it's highly scalable. So, and as well, there's for iGlass a low power requirement. So you will need only 1.5 watt per square foot, which is less than, not all, but I would say many alternatives. So, the technology of iGlass of my product can be applied across the several different markets. So starting with the residential, the real estate, in commercial buildings, in efficiency in homes. So it helps to control heat, glare, and lighting in large spaces with like a lot of glass surfaces. As well, it can be used in wearables, AR devices. It enables advanced light and also vision control, so in future technologies, which actually helps to reduce glare in any kind of surface. And why would I need to sell iGlass now? So first of all, there are several global trends increasing demand for intelligent sunlight control systems and energy efficient buildings. Because as mentioned in the start of my presentation, people want natural light but don't want the heat. So smart homes and automated technologies actually became more common, and consumers expect systems that improve comfort, convenience, and energy efficiency. My technology fits into the market by transforming ordinary windows into adaptive smart surfaces that actually automatically respond to the sunlight conditions and the preferences of the user themselves. So also, at this time, the energy costs continue rising globally for any kind of energy, and especially in hot climates where buildings consume large amounts of electricity for cooling and the air conditioning. So modern architecture also relies heavily on large glass surfaces, and it opens designs which often create overheating and glare problems. So you have a lot of glass, and it's designed the way without any systems inbuilt. Nowadays people are already trying to implement, but not everywhere. So it also increases the need for smart window technologies, which can control the heat and control the amount of sunlight which enters the room. But people need the visibility to still be available. So my technology, we're solving the problems which customer has faced, and if the product gets out into the market, all of the problems will be solved. So customers, as said, want homes and buildings that actually are comfortable, energy efficient, and technologically advanced without sacrificing design or natural light. So they want large open windows, clear outdoor views, and cooler indoor temperatures without actually using too much energy for the AC. So they don't want to pay like a large bill at the end of the month. So, but what customers don't want is to keep curtains or blinds closed throughout the day to avoid the glare and the overheating, which is why the technology is necessary. The demand will rise, and it's already rising for smart window technologies, which is like my technology iGlass, and I can provide both comfort and aesthetic while maintaining the actual energy efficiency. So, my technology is especially suitable for environments that prioritize energy efficiency and, as I said, comfort and modern design. So this includes residential homes, this includes office spaces, hotels, maybe luxury real estate developments, and also smart home environments where the large glass surfaces and natural lighting are very commonly used. So in these spaces, the intelligent sunlight can reduce glare, so this system which controls sunlight, and overheating. And excessive cooling demand can be also increased while still preserving the visibility in natural daylight. Also, the technology will be, I think it will be valuable in the GCC and the Middle Eastern regions where the heat during the summer seasons especially is crucial, and there are high cooling demands. So as I've stated previously, 65 to 70% of the electricity uses in the GCC are for the air conditioning, and this increases the importance of energy efficient sunlight control systems, because if you reduce the air conditioning bills, then the country will thrive. Alright, so moving on to the perception. As you can see, iGlass technology is a very highly innovative technology, more than its other competitors. So my goal to sell this product at a cheaper price for people to buy it at the start. And once people start buying, only then we can increase the price. So for example, for Gentex, it's automotive and aerospace smart glass specialist. It's strong in integration with sensors and electronics rather than just like building facades. And yeah, electrochromic and solar control glass with focus on energy savings and also cost-effective retrofits, most value-oriented than flagship architectural brands. So, in most of those cases, actually in all of those cases except iGlass, except my product, those companies use glass. They don't use the film, which can be retrofit, which can fit for any surface. So in our case, the perception that the price is very low per square meter, which will be kept from around $400 and varying lower to higher, and then increase in the future. While the other brands are facing troubles with continuing their brand just because they put higher prices, and their innovation cannot thrive without investments, and they have lower sales. And in my case, I expect increased sales after the brand is heavily promoted, which I will explain later on. And is it actually convenient? So does it worth it? For other brands, not really, because still you can see the huge difference in iGlass and the other brands. It's very convenient. There is not much effort to use it. You can easily install. The glass is retrofit, which means you can cut it for old buildings, for new buildings. You can do it inbuilt, you can do it later after you have the apartment. And for our technologies, it has to be modernized systems which are not actually retrofit, and they are supposed to be used for the modern designs only. That's why the old buildings can miss out. So the main thing in here is simplicity and diversity. So my product uses electrochromic film. It can electronically control the amount of sunlight, as I said, glare and heat, which passes through the windows. So the technology is designed for retrofit project, as I mentioned in the previous perception, and for the new construction as well, and also for the old construction. It makes it flexible for a range of buildings and applications. It can also integrate with smart control systems, so especially you can use it in your phones. So your mobile devices can have an application, which I am still developing, that will be able to control the system. And also, the key advantage in here is the installation process. It's so simple to buy and install the film, just sticking it on the window properly, and technically it's done. And then you just need to connect and operate the film. It's also important for me to mention that our product is not only something which we can use on top of the window, so like just sticking it on the window. You are also able to stick the film inside the two layers of glass, in between the two layers of glass. So technically it can be made as a sandwich. It's so simple to make, and that's another feature. So it's easy for installation still. Might take some more time, but still it's very simple, and still it's retrofit. So next, it's important to say that our future is expansion into a further market with not only just flat surfaces like regular glass, but we're also planning to expand into industries with aircrafts, AR sunglasses, smart sunglasses, and massively into the car industry, because all of those require curved surfaces and all of those require protection from sun, not just simple glass. So this is how we see our future. So now that we've decided where do we want to market our product, that where do we want to expand, what kind of industries, let's now move on to pricing, how we will actually promote that product and how will we actually sell it, what prices and what strategy. So our pricing strategy for my product, it's hybrid penetration and volume-based pricing. So two strategies combined into one large one. So our main objective is to deliver advanced smart window technology at a significantly lower cost than just traditional smart glass system, while we're still maintaining the premium value and also the strong market positioning. So the current electrochromic smart glass systems, which are made by our competitors, they still remain extremely expensive because the production depends on centralized factories, especially manufacturing infrastructure, and also expensive logistics. So, and the glass transportation is also extremely heavy because the glass itself is heavy. So, traditional smart glass manufacturing facilities may require investments exceeding of $200 million, which is according to several researches, while the installation cost for consumers can become as well extremely high, and especially that's in large commercial projects. So our pricing strategy in this case focuses on solving this problem by using lightweighted organic electrochromic, not glass but film. This is our technology, instead of just relying entirely on the heavy, fully manufactured smart glass panels. And because of our product is film-based, the production becomes more scalable, it's much easier to transport our product, and less infrastructure intensive. In addition, this allows our product to potentially offer smart sunlight control systems at prices which are significantly lower than the existing smart glass competitors. So one of the biggest advantages of our pricing is the decentralized manufacturing. So instead of just building massive centralized factories, our technology allows local glass manufacturers at different countries and glazing companies as well to integrate the film using production methods similar to the standard laminated glass manufacturing. So This also reduces the infrastructure costs, the shipping costs, and also simplifies the installation, so it's not as complex. And also the overall production expenses are significantly lower. So as a result, our pricing strategy becomes more competitive while we still preserve high technological value. During the early market entry of our product, we will use a market penetration strategy in selected markets, specific markets. So our goal in this case is to attract customers quickly, also increase the market awareness and build adoption faster than the traditional glass systems. So because many consumers and customers already understand the value of smart sunlight control systems, but they cannot just afford it because of their pricing. Lower pricing creates a major competitive advantage for our product. So we will be able to rapidly increase market share. My product will enter both residential and commercial sectors, and also position itself as like a scalable alternative to luxury only smart glass products. And also, although our product aims to reduce the costs, our company will still position the product as a premium smart technology rather than just a cheap, low quality something like alternative. So customers are not only purchasing window film, they are purchasing comfort, they are purchasing energy efficiency, and as well as smart home integration, modern architecture, and also this is long-term operational savings. Our pricing will actually reflect our value of lower cooling costs, reduce glare, improve aesthetics, and also enhance indoor comfort. And we'll have long-term revenue opportunities. So, our main pricing strategy is focused on combining affordability, scalability, and as well premium technological value in order to make smart sunlight control systems accessible to a much larger market globally. So now from pricing, continuing to the distribution strategy, which will be used for our product. So the distribution strategy of the iGlass, of our film, focuses on combining the direct and also the indirect distribution, both of those channels. So this is in order to maximize the market reach, also the scalability and the industry integration. So because iGlass, because our company operates with construction, architecture, smart home technology and manufacturing industries, the product must reach customer through several specialized businesses. That's actually better than just like relying only on traditional retail distributions. So our strategy, so my strategy for the product is, it's designed around strategic partnerships. So it's like business to business sales and local manufacturing collaboration. That's actually better instead of just selling only directly to the individual customers, consumers. Yeah. So the company will target. I will target industries and companies which are already involved in construction, glazing, also smart home systems, and the building development. So one major part of our distribution will actually include the direct sales. So this is specifically for large commercial projects like premium residential developments as well, and the business partnership, which will be strategic for our case. So we'll not actually partner with any random businesses, and only with specific companies, construction companies, commercial developers, also hotels and like large real estate projects. So for our benefit, this allows to actually maintain stronger quality control, also build long-term partnerships. Actually, we can customize installations with this case and negotiate the large-scale contracts directly with the clients who are actually buying that. And our direct sales are important in this case during our first entry into the market and our first stage of growth, because they help us establish the brand reputation, will be more trustful, and a stronger presence, a stronger industry presence. So secondly, A major indirect part of our distribution will include partnership with companies who are window installers, as well glazing companies and the glass manufacturers. So companies like that already operate inside the construction and the renovation, and they have direct access to customers which require window installation services. So instead of just building our own global installation, we can supply electrochromic film technology to certified, to specific installation partners who will integrate the product into residential and commercial projects approved by us as well. So this kind of our model will create several advantages in general. So we'll have faster market expansion, the cost of operation will be lower, easier regional scalability as well. Continuing with that, iGlass, so our technology, we also plan to collaborate with smart home technology companies because the product naturally fits into the automated living environments which they offer. So our potential partnerships may also be including companies like the ones which actually make smart home integration, climate automation, lighting systems, and we also might want to collaborate with companies which have intelligent building management in general. So we will become a part of a larger smart home package where customers will purchase everything if we get to actually partner with everyone, with the companies which offer those kind of advancements. So people will purchase intelligent lighting, automated climate systems, adaptive smart windows, and this is all together. So this actually creates indirect distribution opportunities through the existing smart home ecosystems and the technology providers. Not an expert, but construction companies and like the real estate developers, I think they represent one of the most important distribution channels for our technology. Why is that? It's because modern developers increasingly focus on things like sustainable buildings, luxury architecture, and also energy efficient designs. So if we actually partner with directly with the construction firms and developers, so our company and our product will be integrated into a new residential projects, also office buildings, also luxury towers and hotels and the commercial developments. If we do it this way, business to business, it will allow our company, our product to secure large installation contracts, recurring commercial partnerships, and also long-term industry integration. So overall, to state, our distribution strategy combines the direct business partnerships with also scalable industry collaboration, and this is in order to maximize accessibility, reduce our costs, and accelerate the global market expansion. So one of the biggest advantages of our business model is that we don't use centralized manufacturing, we use decentralized production strategy. So because traditional smart glass companies, they usually manufacture heavy electrochromic glass panels inside massive centralized factories, and then they ship those like fragile products internationally. So this actually creates really high transportation costs, likely infrastructure costs, and possibly logistical complexity. So also, instead of shipping heavy glass around the world, in our case, we're using light-weighted organic electrochromic film, not glass, which actually can be integrated locally by regional glass manufacturers, so around the world in each country. It will allow production partners to manufacture the smart window systems using existing laminated glass processes. And it's actually better rather than just like relying on one central global factory. So our model in this case creates several major advantages. There will be lower shipping costs as mentioned, faster scalability, also we can expand better internationally, reduce the transportation risk, and lower our overall production cost. So, and also because this system is less dependent on massive capital intensive factories, we can scale globally much faster while still remaining more flexible and more cost efficient. Now we'll be talking about the promotional ideas. So how will I promote our product? So in our case, we will focus on visually demonstrating the benefits of intelligent sunlight control while positioning the brand as a modern smart building and a smart home innovation company. So personally, I would say when people see more visuals, it's much better. It's much more efficient. People will get more engaged, but not when it's way too aggressive. My product is a highly visual product. The promotion will mainly focus on strongly making videos, live demonstrations, possibly in some public places, architecture-based branding, and actually strategic business partnerships as mentioned previously. So the main objective in our case is to help customers immediately understand the problem which this product solves. And the problem is too much sunlight and too much heat. And this product allows the sun to still pass, but the heat to disappear. So first of all, it's important to promote on social media. Social media, it will play a major role in building brand awareness just because the product performs very well in short form visual content. Any product does. Also on TikTok marketing, I would say it's mainly supposed to focus on before and after sunlight videos. So we will promote how the glass will look before, how the glass will look after, transitions, effects, demonstrations, and smart home transformation content. Short videos, they show windows instantly. They can generate strong audience engagement because the effect of anything is visually satisfying when it's a short form content. So regarding Instagram, we will focus on luxury architecture, modern interiors, as Instagram is mainly a website where more of adults actually look at posts and look at videos. So sea view apartments, premium office spaces, small villas will all be posted on that social media part. So on YouTube, we will mainly do detailed product demonstrations, not just shorts, but mainly educational videos, technology explanations, and this will be more for the other businesses, for the other industries, car productions maybe, and we will explain in detail how our electrochromic technology works, the energy saving benefits, smart home interpretation, and installation processes. Next part is the business to business. So business to business marketing is, in our case, operating heavily within construction and architecture industries, and selling the product and promoting the product directly to another business. We will participate in construction exhibitions, smart building expos, sustainability conferences, and as well technology trade shows. We will directly market through architecture conferences, interior design events, and green building forums. So our goal is to actually position our product, our company, as a modern architectural solution. As well, partnerships with the luxury developers, commercial projects, and smart home companies, it will help us integrate our product into high-end residential and commercial developments. I believe that it's also important to include the influencer marketing here. So if we collaborate with the influencers of certain areas, certain industries, smart home creators, smart home influencers, they can demonstrate app controlled windows, they can demonstrate automation systems, intelligent sunlight management. That's all inside modern homes, and it will help position our product within the growing smart home industry. The most important for our case is the live demonstration marketing. Because the product creates an immediate visible effect. Demonstrations are like far more powerful than traditional advertising alone. And linking way back to the benefits of our product, it only takes 3 minutes or even less to change its transparency, which will be very efficient and short demonstrations, clear for the customers. So we will heavily promote before and after sunlight comparisons, real-time tint transitions, glare reduction demonstrations. And technically, seeing the difference is more powerful than just simply explaining it. So the market opportunity for my iGlass product is extremely large just because there are several global industries which are rapidly increasing demand for the intelligent sunlight control systems, energy efficient buildings, and also smart architectural technologies. So the global smart glass market is expected to actually grow in the upcoming years because smart homes, green construction, and sustainable architecture, they continue expanding everywhere worldwide. Governments and construction industries are placing increasing pressure on the buildings to reduce the energy consumption, cooling costs, and actually the environmental impact. It actually creates a strong demand for technologies capable of improving the energy efficiency while we can still maintain modern architectural design. And also, the opportunity becomes even larger because modern construction increasingly depends on glass-heavy buildings, open office concepts, luxury apartments with a sea view, and most importantly, the natural light. However, these same designs create overheating and glare problems that require smarter sunlight control solutions. My product in this case introduces a unique film which none of the other companies do, which allows us better market opportunities. So, and why does iGlass has strong competitive advantages? So my technology combines smart functionality, affordability, scalability, and modern architectural integration into intelligent sunlight control system. So unlike the many traditional smart glass competitors, my product, it focuses on creating a flexible and a scalable smart film platform. So the most important things in my case are the lower costs. So the film-based production reduces manufacturing and actually transportation expenses. Easier installation. There's simpler integration compared to traditional smart glass systems. Also retrofit capable. Can be installed on any existing surfaces, on older buildings or older windows. Better aesthetics. So it actually maintains natural light and outdoor visibility without curtains or blinds. Smart home ready. It's compatible with automation, all the systems, and intelligent building controls. Scalable production model. So decentralized manufacturing allows faster global expansion. Energy efficient. That's the most important. It helps reduce overheating and dependence on cooling systems like the air conditioning. So mainly, we combine intelligent technology, modern design, and scalable affordability into one future of smart sunlight control. The goal with my product, with the iGlass technology, is to create a smarter and more accessible way to control sunlight. By combining the intelligent electrochromic film, the technology with energy efficiency, smart home integration, and modern architecture, I aim to actually provide a scalable solution for the future of the smart living. So, with the growing demand for smart homes, green construction, and actually energy efficient buildings, I believe that iGlass, that my product, has a very strong potential to become part of the future of intelligent architecture. Not to block sunlight, but the best way is to control it intelligently. Here you may see representatives of bibliography and theoretical citations of specific verified content which I required for my presentation. Thank you very much.